Okay, here we are with Red Schoendienst, longtime manager and now coach of the St. Louis Cardinals. Red, looking back on Johnny Bench's career, what do you think about Johnny Bench as a baseball player and as a gentleman?
Well, I don't know John that well other than just meeting him occasionally out on off the field, but he's a fine gentleman, there's no question about it. But John was an outstanding catcher, an outstanding ball player. Every manager would like to have someone like John as a catcher on his ball club. He was a good leader. One thing I know, when I was managing, when we played the Reds, when he was catching, I knew we were going to have trouble stealing bases because he has a fine arm and is a real fine catcher. And anytime you got a man like Johnny Bench behind the plate, it's more or less like a manager, assistant manager, because he's the one that's going to call the plays. You go over meetings and different things, and John is a man like I had McCarver for a number of years when I was managing, an outstanding catcher and a good thinker, and that's the way John is. And baseball's going to miss John because he was an outstanding gentleman plus a real fine ball player.
Looking back on Johnny Bench's career against the Cardinals, do you have any thing that comes to mind about Johnny hurting the Cardinals in any given situation, or something that sticks in your mind about Johnny Bench's career against the Cardinals?
Well, Johnny could hurt you a lot of ways, not only in his catching and defense and his throwing, also in his hitting. He could hit the ball out of the ballpark, and he was a fine hitter. So, and then I know a few things, with John. I know Brock used to try to agitate him, holler at him before the ball game to try and get him riled up a little bit, because Brock, he was going to run. Of course, John knew he was going to run, so it was a great challenge when you saw Brock on first base or second base, and with Bench catching. You never knew when Brock was going to throw, because John was always ready, and he had to find strong arm plus accurate. So it was difficult when you got somebody like a Bench behind home plate. It's hard to steal on him, and you better go to hit and run quite a few times, in which we try to do with John. But he was just an all-around great ball player.
Looking back on Lou Brock's career against Johnny Bench, who do you think came ahead in that duel?
I really don't know who came ahead. I don't know who really came ahead, but it was always a challenge to watch when Brock was on first base or second base. And like I said, when you got somebody who's more or less like a quarterback on a football team, when he's behind home plate with a guy with the knowledge that John has about baseball, and with the talent that he had, with the great arm, it was easy, made it easier for a manager.
Do you think that it's position-wise? Do you think that a catcher would have the best opportunity to be a leader on the team?
Well, he catches all the play. He's in every play that when a pitcher throws the ball, he's in every play. And it's a difficult position to play, and it's a hard position, day in and day out. It's going to get to you after a while, just bending down, and, foul tips get hit all over. And it's to have somebody that can really catch and do the job the way Bench has been doing, the way he did through his whole career, is great.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time, and good luck to you in the future.
I'd just like to wish John, whatever he's doing, baseball's going to miss him, and I just want to wish him all the good health and good luck after he gets out of this game, no matter what he does.
Okay,